I think they're still getting set up, so this might be a good time for me to quickly talk about something that I've been meaning to put out there real quick. It really hit me when I had our stream this morning too. So recently, back early in the year, there was a viral clip, right? There's a viral clip that spread around, which was pretty damn hilarious. Basically, that text-to-speech donation that was making fun of me with the bottom joke, and yeah, at the time it was pretty funny. You can't deny that it was. But then you realize after the first few months, and the same joke got perpetuated around, and after a while, I got pretty tired of it. I will say I was an early contributor to that joke because, I mean, I posted a clip on my YouTube and TikTok and played it up all the time since, yeah, it was funny in the moment, right? But now it's been about half a year since using it often, and over time, I'm just no longer comfortable with it, and I'd want to put boundaries there for myself and make sure other members of the community don't continue to prolong it for not just me, but for other people that they might watch, right? Like, yeah, I've used it recently too in response to like other people on stream or posts from time to time, but barely. And I own up to that. I mean, I never said I'm not at fault too, right? But I don't center my content around that as some people may assume, because that's what some people want to believe from a cursory glance. I want to say that after being more educated and reflected about how I feel when it's used in association with me, it's not particularly funny now, and I guess before I wanted to think it might still from time to time, but as my interest in the joke fizzled out over the months, it's just realized it's not. And it's been getting a bit tiring, and I've made small attempts to make our community move on from it due to some ill feelings I've had about it for a while. But it became clear to me that, you know, after earlier today, from all those text-to-speech donations, I'm like, that I needed to be a little bit more firm with it. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm putting my foot down. Because it felt, again, these are my own feelings towards it. Okay, these are my own feelings. It felt like so many people online, and there are some clip channels defaulted to that term and associated it with me to make it, and it kind of make me feel like I'm a stereotype or I'm nothing more than that, right? And a lot of people have this misconception that it's my brand, and they're the same people that clearly don't watch my streams to know I'm more than just that, because they're also the same people that don't care about me as a person, wanting to better myself every day, right? The people that do watch my streams know that's not all it's about, but, you know, you can't help other people that, you know, make assumptions like that and don't watch your content, right? So they use that term in conjunction with other terms that may have completely different connotations with it, like soft, submissive, weak, scared, etc. And that's when I just started realizing how tired I was getting and how annoying it was beginning to get. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not angry at anybody because I haven't told you guys how I felt about it firmly. And I thought this joke was this joke was overused and is being used in a more, I don't know, harmful context, if that's the right word to describe it as, from just what it's supposed to mean, right? But please realize, like, bottom is not a personality trait, and it doesn't really define a person's character. Like, me or my friends showing emotion or crying or being kind to my friends is in no way exhibiting what some might call bottom behavior. And I think a lot of this stems from the joke being overused and misused a lot of the time. And I don't know how other streamers and content creators approach it, but that's them, right? Me, on the other hand, I'm no longer comfortable with being called that, since after I reflected on it, it felt like it was being used too often in a way to demean me rather than a joke, maybe. Which I understand maybe, many did not intend for it to come off in such a way, right? But I want to be transparent with you guys that I'm not okay with it personally anymore, okay? And I hope that guildies, you don't cause any trouble for other VTubers or streamers by calling them that or associating bottom with completely unrelated terms like being more soft or scared or emotional when there's no connection at all. It just feels like people are linking stereotypes to a word that should have never had those kinds of stereotypes in the first place. And it can be extremely disrespectful for other people if you're trying to infer that stereotype to them by calling them bottom. I'd say if you're gonna use it, then just use the term correctly and what it actually means rather than linking it to other different words to describe someone, right? Also, I just want to say, this is, again, these are my boundaries. Like, in my opinion, there's no problem with anybody setting boundaries for themselves, right? It's normal, so. Also, hey, guys, please don't call me Pillow Princess. It's not a term I was ever really comfortable with being called in the first place, but now I'm properly vocalizing it. And it seems like people wanted to try and force that term on me in the same way to label me in some sort of way when I don't want that. I'm not comfortable with being called Pillow Princess, and I don't think it's wise to call other people that either, to try and force some kind of stereotype like how others did with Bottom, but I think most people understood that by now, and I don't blame you if you didn't know either, since we all have to be educated at some point, and what matters is how you follow through with that new information now, and learning from what you're told, right? So, no negative feelings. I'm just glad people know now not to misuse it, or any other words, okay? So, TLDR, I'm not okay with bottom jokes directed towards me anymore. Alright, it has been overused and I'm just not comfortable with it. It's better not to bring it up in my community, nor to directly associate that term with me, since it's felt a bit disrespectful as of lately. And I was never okay with people calling me Pillow Princess, and people seem to assume me denying it was some type of tsundere behavior when no, it's not. I was trying to honestly just say not to call me that. But now that I'm saying it, I hope people understand it's not okay to link or associate me with that term when it's incorrect, and seems to be another way for others who don't know any better to want to demean me, but hey, now you know, and hopefully more people know now too. I mean, I hope we're all on the same page there, because I don't want you guys getting in trouble for this kind of thing, and I don't want people to misunderstand that haha bottom jokes are all my stream content is and ever was, right? But given how quick to assume people are, it's really unfortunate that that's how people read it as. But for guildies, we all know better now moving forward, right? And hopefully we can let other people know within the community to just not add fire to it and not to make the term derogatory or linked to stereotypes. I really hope you guys understand that from this, like, you know, I'm not a perfect person and I'm always trying to adapt and learn for the better of myself and my community just going forward. And that's why I have these kinds of talks, because I care about my well-being and your guys' growth too. I like to vocalize how I'm feeling and like want to give you guys my opinions on these kinds of things. And I know many of you guys are smart and understand where I'm coming from and respect me enough to know why I want to set these boundaries and make these things clear for you and me. But for the people that don't understand and want to make a problem out of me wanting to grow and set these new boundaries are the same people that aren't worth our time, and I would say likely aren't members of the community in the first place. Again, a lot of them are trolls, and a lot of them do want to cause problems from anything, so please don't give them attention, because what I say now, it's not for them, it's for me, and I wanted to set that boundary for myself. I want to help my community know. You guys that support me every single day are the people that I care about and put the time into even talking about my comforts and my opinions, right? So, yeah. I don't really give a shit about the people that thrive off drama and nitpicking every detail about me and other content creator I know. I only have respect for my friends, my community, and the people that take the time out of their day to understand where I'm coming from. Because those people are cool. You know what you guys have? You guys have maturity, alright? And I'd prefer my community to have brains and maturity than to be immature as fuck, alright? If ever there's anything I can be more educated about, I'm always open-minded to learning and hearing out about it. Since, again, I'm still young, and I don't know everything. Like, I never claim to be an all-knowing person or an all-wise, perfect role model. That just doesn't exist in reality, guys, okay? But there are so many immature people that hold others to that unrealistic standard. Even my friends, so many of my friends are held to that same unrealistic standard, and I think that's toxic. So, yeah, like I said, I'm young, and I'm still learning stuff as I grow, right? And, I mean, that's no excuse for, like, if I ever do make a mistake in the future, right? That's why we have these talks, and I'll talk about it and let you guys know how I'm feeling. And the same goes for you guys, too, so I hope you'll do your best alongside me, alright? To get where I'm coming from, and to just learn and improve moving forward. Alright? Yeah. Again, just setting boundaries for myself so I feel more comfortable moving forward. And I really do hope that people that we meet along the way, new guildies, new guild members, learn, like, that joke was a product of its time now, and I'm not really cool with it anymore. Like, yeah, people laughed about it before in the past, okay? I accept that, but I just don't feel that comfortable with it anymore. And it's okay that happens, alright? As long as you respect me in that way, then, hey man. I'm happy to have you around. Yeah, I know you guys, look, everybody that is a guildie, everybody that's a guildie knows it's not my entire personality. If you watch any of my streams, you know, like, it's not like that, but there are people who don't have a brain cell that, you know, assume from, like, first glance a lot about a person. And it's not just me, it's a lot of other people too. They look at other content creators and assume one thing and associate that as their entire content brand, okay? So, believe me, it's not just me, it's other people too. And those are the kind of people that we don't want in our community, alright? And I'll never want to have in our community. I appreciate maturity, alright? I think maturity and understanding people, patience, and taking the time to educate others is sexy as fuck. That's a good personality trait there. Like, I see that in other people, I'm like, damn, you have all my respect, you know? So, it doesn't take a lot to be a good person, to want to, like, take time and understand where somebody else is coming from, okay? So, please, guildies, you should, I just want to spread that message to you guys so you can practice it too, moving forward. That's all I want to say on that, okay? I know you guys understand, because you guys watch my content and have... Hold on, wait, give me a second. Ah, oh my god, my throat. This is exactly what happens when I talk for like 30 minutes straight. I just want to say again, I trust you guys, okay? To make the right decisions and to behave accordingly, alright? Thank you for respecting my time. And thank you for listening to me, alright? It means a lot. It always means a lot. Like, I never want to waste anybody's time. I feel like one of the biggest things for me that makes me upset is like wasting another person's time. So yeah, avoiding that as much as possible makes me white people happy. Okay. All right. That's all I'm gonna say for now on this